Welcome to Satan is My Superhero.
In this episode, we launch ourselves into some fun Satanic NASA conspiracy theory lunacy. Puns intended.
Dear NASA, why haven't you released any photos of Jesus in heaven? Is yous demons of the devil? You have to tell me if yous is. Yours truly, Billy Hill, age 49.
First and foremost in Satanic NASA conspiracy theories is Jack Parsons. In our Aleister Crowley episode,
Gratuitous back catalogue plug.
I told you Crowley connected L. Ron Hubbard to the moon landings.
One small step for man, one giant leap for Xenu.
Jack Parsons is that connection. We've done an epic mini bio of Jack Parsons over on the Patreon.
Go to patreon.com/Satan is my superhero.
But all you need to know right now is that he's a handsome, devil-worshipping explosives nerd.
Get some.
While still in his early 20s, Parsons was working in the munitions industry. On the weekends, he would get together with a group of fellow explosives nerds and mess around with rockets.
Me eyebrows.
This group of explosive nerds would come to be known as the Suicide Squad.
Sweet.
No, there was no Margot Robbie.
Oh. What's the point then?
This Suicide Squad tested their rockets near a rock formation called Devil's Gate.
Worst next-door neighbor I've ever had. Local law enforcement just stopped responding to my noise complaints eventually.
It is claimed years later that Parsons returned to this area to perform satanic rituals.
You say ritual, I say apology.
Conspiracy theorists also like to point out that the Suicide Squad rocket test performed near Devil's Gate on Halloween in 1938 achieved the result that ultimately led to their government contract.
Trick or treat.
Oh, treat.
Awesome.
What are you doing?
Just lighting the fuse.
What? Hey, where are you going? Why are you running? Wait, I don't think you get how trick or treat works. Wait!
This Halloween Day government contract would eventually lead to the formation of JPL, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
You know, since we founded this company, I've started to think you guys don't respect me.
What?
Well, Frank's the CEO and you're the CFO, but I don't have a role.
Are you kidding me, Jack? You're vital to this company. You do the thing, you know, the stuff with the...
Ceremonial magic?
Yeah, that's it. So you're our CSO, Chief Satan Officer, and I would argue that's the most important role of the company.
I agree. So, do I get an office?
No.
By 1944, Parsons' sex and drug life had overtaken him, and his JPL partners forced him out of the company, and he had to sell all of his stock in it.
I can't even own shares in the company? Do you have any idea how psychotic that sounds?
I don't know, Jack. I'm not the one who had sex in the lab and then painted the walls in sheep's blood while smoking meth.
Sheep's blood? In a purification ritual? That was goat blood, obviously.
Parsons and his wife Helen belonged to the esoteric sex cult Ordo Templis Orientis.
Darling, you know how you're always saying we don't socialize enough together? Well, I've signed us up to a new club.
Satan.
At the time of their membership, this particular international sex cult was being run by creator of the Thelema religion, Aleister Crowley.
If I haven't done it, then it's not worth having sex with.
Another prominent member of Aleister Crowley's sex cult, Ordo Templis Orientis, was L. Ron Hubbard. And we have connection.
One small step for man,
Parsons wrote of his meeting with Hubbard.
He's the most thelemic person I've ever met and is in complete accord with our own principles.
What could being the most thelemic even mean?
Based on photos I've seen of Crowley and Hubbard, I'm going to say it's something to do with having the flabbiest butt.
I like Thelema butts and I cannot lie. Butts, Thelema butts. I like
If you've ever wondered what goes on in a sex cult,
I wonder about that all the time.
well, one time Parsons masturbated onto some sacred tablets while L. Ron watched on.
Two sad nerds alone in a room together wanking. Turns out I have been in a sex cult.
Parsons and Hubbard became quite the Thelema dynamic duo, and they soon began working together on Crowley's life goal of impregnating Lady Babylon with the Antichrist.
Were they hoping Lady Babylon would eat the wank tablets?
Oh, what are these? Salty.
You bear! Wank! 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 Wanky pranked!
Their attempts got so wild that news reached Crowley himself, who said,
I feel fairly frantic when I contemplate the idiocy of these louts.
Your fall has been long and deep when Aleister Crowley thinks you're the silly one.
They did what to the tablets? That's no way to get an Antichrist. It does sound fun, though. Victor, bring my tablets.
Remember I mentioned Parsons' wife earlier, Helen? Well, Helen is gone and has been replaced by her very own 17-year-old sister, Sarah.
Has anyone checked for Parsons in the Epstein files?
I think you'll find Parsons and Hubbard both mentioned in Epstein's mission statement.
Dear Mr. Hubbard, I hope I grow up to be a horrible perv like you.
So we've got 17-year-old Sarah, lots of money from the JPL buyout, and L. Ron Hubbard. Do you even need the rest of the story?
L. Ron Hubbard ran off with Parsons' girlfriend and money.
Bingo! L. Ron Hubbard used Parsons' money to buy 3 yachts. It's a whole thing, but eventually Scientology evolves out of all this carry-on.
What are you going to do with 3 yachts?
Fill them with teenagers and whatever.
Oh, so you're starting a religion?
Yes, but not a Jesus one.
Not a Jesus one, but you're still, whatever with the kids.
What part of the word religion is confusing you?
You will often see the headline or cheeky podcast title, Satanic NASA, or the Satanic Origins of NASA. Jack Parsons is that entire story, and while he was integral in the formation of JPL and the rocket science in general, he had been dead half a decade before NASA was even founded.
If you ask me, Jack Parsons is way more physically responsible for the foundation of Scientology than NASA.
He financed it.
Dear Scientology Jesus, thank you for the money we stole from Jack Parsons.
The postscript to the Jack Parsons story is that at the age of only 37, he blew himself up in one of his backyard experiments.
Where's Jack?
Oh, he's just out the back, front, side, and there's a bit of him over there. Unlike other cheekily named shows about Satanic NASA, we're going to go further into the inane brain rot than Jack Parsons.
Birds ain't real.
In the 1960s, NASA called their moon mission the Apollo program, naming it after the Greek sun god who rides his chariot across our sky each day.
I can't see how a sun god helps you get to the moon. Apollo can't come out at night, so...
Well, Christian conspiracy theorists have also struggled with NASA's choice of Apollo. We've actually covered this before, way back in our Large Hadron Collider episode. Episode 14, from memory.
Very good.
I know.
We'll check that. It might not be good.
I'm pretty sure.
TT's here. Just cutting in mid-edit to confirm Large Hadron Collider, or the modern Prometheus, is indeed episode 14. Lexi was right. As always. Honestly, I don't know why Judas thinks... Hang on. Lexi, have you been fucking around with my script?
The highest elite brain forces of Christianity associate Apollo with Satan because in the Book of Revelation, John of Patmos uses the Greek word Apollyon, which means destroyer, to name the demon who rules over an army of locusts.
Company halt! Company eyes left! Company stand at ease! How are the marching drills coming along, Sergeant? How do you expect the marching drills are coming along? They are locusts.
This Greek word Apollyon sounds very similar to the Hebrew for destruction, which is Abaddon. And Abaddon is also used to describe this locust king, who might be the devil himself.
That's right, I have an army of short-horned grasshoppers. If any leafy vegetation ever tries to invade my territory, it's going to get the fight of a lifetime.
How does Abaddon or Apollyon relate to Apollo?
You might want to sit down.
I'm already sitting.
Then lie down. You don't want this revelation taking your head right off. Okay, are you ready? Here goes. Prepare to have a whole new world open up before your very eyes. Apollyon shares a lot of the letters with Apollo. Mic drop moment.
Seriously, that can't be it.
The fun doesn't stop at Christian conspiracy theorists clutching at straws.
Jet fuel does not burn that hot. I'm an expert.
In 1967, science writer William R. Corliss put together a 74-page document for the Goddard Space Flight Center's official archives titled The Evolution of the Satellite Tracking and Data Acquisition Network. In this official rocket science report, Corliss writes the acronym Satan 23 times.
That's too much Satan.
Oh, not enough.
The acronym Satan, Corliss used, stood for Satellite Automatic Tracking Antenna Network. As far as I can tell, Corliss might be the only one who ever used this acronym. It literally doesn't show up anywhere else.
I wonder why.
Should we use the acronym Satan? I'm just gonna go right ahead and say no. Not worth the trouble.
Oh, that's why.
It's a real thing. There are systems to control satellite dishes as they track satellites through the sky. These systems have names and acronyms that all use variations on Satellite Automatic Tracking Antenna Network. But sadly, Satan simply did not catch on.
Corliss, stop trying to make Satan happen. It's not going to happen.
In 1994, Canadian conspiracy theorist Serge Monast published Project Bluebeam, NASA. In it, he claims NASA, in conjunction with the evil UN, are going to use technology to simulate the second coming of Christ. Yay!
That's nice.
Then trick the good people of the world into worshipping this fake Jesus, who is actually really the Antichrist.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
And this Antichrist will bring about a new world order.
So that's the plan. Any questions or comments?
Yes. Why would we do a fake Jesus? Most, and I cannot emphasize this enough, most of the world don't believe in Jesus, and a significant portion have never even heard of him.
Oh, really? Well, what do they talk about at Sunday school?
Most, and I cannot emphasize this enough, most of the world didn't go to Sunday school.
Well, I and everyone I know went to Sunday school, so who's the dumb one now, atheist?
It's you. It's always you.
Just 1 year later, in 1995, Monash published Le Protocole de Toronto 666, in which he claimed that Freemasons were using mind control to bring about a new world order.
So the other theory just went straight out the window.
Hey man, you've got to publish something every year.
Serge, this new theory is completely inconsistent with your last one.
And all I say, publish or perish.
I mean, yeah, academics do say that. Serge, do you think you're an academic?
Yes.
Serge.
He must be a really anxious guy with all these evil cabals running the world that only he can see. Imagine how stressful that must be.
Not to make fun, but he did die of a heart attack at age 51.
I kind of wish I didn't bring it up now.
Awkward. You could just edit it out.
No.
Moving along for the sake of fun. One of the fun internet theories is the NASA logo with its red vector. Think of the NASA logo and that red ribbon that splits in two. Well, according to the NASA website, that is a vector. It represents aeronautics.
Boring.
According to the internet, it's not a vector, it's a serpent's tongue.
Yay! Not boring.
It's a serpent's tongue because of all the satanic lies.
NASA can adjust the atomic clock on a geocentric GPS satellite to within a billionth of a second to account for general relativity, but don't understand the most fundamental principles of keeping a secret.
As Director of Operations here at NASA, how do you respond to the allegations that this is a satanic organization?
I assure you, we are not Satanists. Wink.
I'm sorry, did you just say wink?
No. Wink, wink.
You just did it again, twice.
I don't know what you're talking about. Wink.
Okay, this is a personal question. Are you unable to actually wink?
Yeah. It just looks like I'm blinking.
Right. So, are you Satanists?
No.
Ah, now I see it.
I know, right?
Have you tried using your fingers to open and close one eyelid?
That sounds stupid. I'd rather just keep saying wink out loud.
If you turn the NASA logo 90 degrees, the vector now looks like a V. According to the Flat Earth Society's website, the Hebrew symbol that looks like a V means nail, and keep following the red strings here, we're getting to the pins, and in the Brotherhood of Satan, they refer to the devil as nail.
Do they, though?
Yeah, no, they don't, not as far as I could tell. But are we going to start doubting information from the Flat Earth Society now?
That's fair.
Also, according to the Flat Earth Society, if you flip the logo upside down, it kind of looks like an eye. I know people like to make jokes about the all-seeing eye, but it is a very real symbol used by the Satanist authorities.
Really?
Yes. Let me read you a direct quote from the Flat Earth Society's website. I know people like to make jokes about the all-seeing eye, but it is a very real symbol used by the Satanist authorities. And direct quote from website.
Guys, this is serious. Stop making jokes about the all-seeing eye. We have to do something. People are falling off the flat upside-down planet in Australia.
There is also a fun internet conspiracy that NASA is a Hebrew word meaning to deceive. That is not true.
Irony.
But the internet has not noticed that the word NASA is just one letter short of spelling Satan. We found flat earther and all-round very, very clever when compared to a ball of rubber bands, Eric Dubé had seen the T connection between plane and planet and Satan and NASA 100 episodes ago in our new Flat World Order 2 Liars, Deniers and Incels.
Gratuitous back catalogue plug.
Mummy, how do you know space doesn't exist?
Look at the words plane and Satan. Now, take the T from Satan and pop it on the end of plane. What does it spell?
Planet.
Very good. Now, what letters are left in the word Satan?
S-A-A-N.
Now, put the S between the two A's and move the N to the front. And what does it spell?
NASA.
Boom! That's proof, bitch.
Funsters with no idea how stupid their fellow bigots are have picked up on NASA's missing T and created the T-minus countdown troll.
Oh, but Lexi, please do tell. What is the T-minus countdown troll?
Judas, I am glad you asked. Have you ever wondered why the NASA launch director begins the countdown to liftoff with a
T minus 10, 9, 8.
What's the T for?
Oh, girlfriend, spill the tea.
Were you just trying to smash a cultural reference into a pun just then?
Yep.
And do you feel good about yourself right now?
I have no regrets.
Anywho, NASA says T minus to remind you, no, to rub it in your face that the word NASA is an anagram of Satan minus the T.
I know my letters.
We're missing more than just the T here at Satan is My Superhero.
That sounds stupid.
So if you'd like to help us afford more letters,
Go to patreon.com/Satan is my superhero.
we promise we won't rub our fancy new letters in your face. I mean, well, maybe just a little bit. You try secretly worshipping the devil and not gloating.
What can we take away from this rocket-fueled, science-denying, satanic panic?
When someone tells you Jack Parsons created NASA in a satanic ritual at the gates of hell on All Hallows Eve, what they are really saying is science made them feel bad in school, and now they really want to punish someone.
You wanted to see me, Principal Fitzpatrick?
Oh yes, Jones, I'm just going over the results from your last physics exam, and I thought this might be a good time to discuss the glory and power of our Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ.
I must be really dumb. Oh Lord, I must be really dumb.
Demonizing that which they find confusing has always been the domain of dummies. And that's why Satan is my superhero.
Thank you so much for listening. Rate, review, subscribe, all that podcast stuff. But most of all, please give us money.
Go to patreon.com/Satan is my superhero.
If you join our Patreon at the Third Circle of Hell, you'll receive access to exclusive content like this.
So tell me, Jack, why do you want to work here at Hercules Powder Company?
I like to blow shit up. I'm very excited about the breakthroughs you guys are having with diphenamine graphite.
It's okay, Jack. Everyone here is into blowing shit up.
Oh, cool. Also, I worship the devil. Is that going to be a problem?
This company produces products designed to just do one thing, kill human beings. So it goes without saying, you know, which petty, genocidal, jealous god we worship. So yeah, just keep the Satan thing to yourself.